Hi, my name is Spencer Steffi, and I'm doing a Moodle assignment for Miss Nice's class. I like Moodle better than writing homework down because my handwriting stinks and sometimes my teachers can't read it, and because it's easier because you can copy the questions and paste it and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, this is a Moodle assignment, and then this is a lot easier than writing or, just writing, because you just need to type it in and then just put it on and just submit on the computer, and the teacher will just read this and correct your assignment.
Hi, my name is Hazel, and I'm going to explain what a Moodle is. A Moodle is like an online workbook, because your teachers can write questions for you to answer, and then they can check it so you can view your answers again. You can put video posts. There can be podcasts and other things on there. You can have forums. I like using Moodle better than pencil and paper because when you use Moodle, you don't have to worry about having a sore hand when you're writing. Sometimes you're pressed for time and it's hard to finish writing. And so, when you're typing, it's a little faster, and so you can practice that. We use Moodle at home for homework most of the time, but you can use it at school to check forums and check your answers.
My name is Rachel Kerr. I teach English at the high school level at St. John's School. I teach both regular English and IB English. I use the Moodle as a homework submission site only. I don't use it for discussion or anything else because I see my students on a regular basis. I like the Moodle because all my homework is organized in the classes. I can pass it out in advance and the kids get it. We have a lot of kids that travel for different reasons. They have their homework in advance. They know what it is. They know when it's due. And I don't have a problem with submission that way. The students like Moodle because they don't have to print off the paper. It works very well with my students who have organizational difficulties because they can't lose the homework from the printer to the teacher. It cuts down on homework. I have a class of 17 that I use Moodle with. We saved over 2,000 sheets of paper in just one semester alone. I mainly use Moodle with my International Baccalaureate higher level students and my freshman English class. I use it with the senior level English class, the International Baccalaureate higher level, mainly for homework submission because it's much more organized, it's easier, they're mature enough to handle it. And I use it with my 9th graders because they tend to submit their homework in earlier and then I can see where they're having difficulties. I really like using Moodle when it comes to teaching Shakespeare because a lot of the kids are able to pose the questions in advance, so I tailor my class discussion around the questions that they've posed, and that gives me an idea of what they got and what they didn't get out of the reading. My students like the Moodle because they don't have to print. They're already on the computer anyways, they're chatting anyways to somebody else, or doing email anyways, and it's easier for them just to send it off. They don't have to worry about trying to find a printer. I would say about 1/3 of my students don't have printing capability at home, and it's a real issue. So they like it for that aspect. I also like it because I can grade at home easier. I just get on any computer that has internet access and sit down and I can grade without having to pull out a folder, without having transporting papers back and forth, without worrying about losing the papers that go back and forth. So it works really well for organization on many different levels.
Hi, my name is Raymond. I'm a senior at St. John's. I use Moodle for my English class. I like Moodle because it's really convenient. It saves me paper and I don't have to worry about getting to class on time so I can turn it in.
Hi, my name is Sheena. I'm a senior from St. John's School, and I like Moodle because we save paper and ink, but what I really like about it is that we kind of have an in-class competition of who gets to finish their homework before and after, so that's my personal reason why I enjoy it.
Hi, my name is Arlene Chua, and I'm the math and science middle school teacher here at St. John's School. As a science teacher, it is one of my responsibilities is to advise students on their science project for science fair. And in the past, what science teachers do is they advise each and every student of theirs. I have 100 and plus students, which means I would need to advise 100 and plus projects. Coming from different disciplines, from physics to chemistry to biology to environmental science, you name it. And it is indeed a big responsibility. Well, last year I attended a workshop in Near Coast called the Virtual Science Fair, and I got this idea to use the online learning environment called Moodle as a forum, as a means of information exchange between a student who is doing their science fair project and a project advisor, which did not necessarily have to be myself. So what I did was I solicited the help of different experts in the field, from science teachers in St. John's also, to science undergrads and graduate students from the University of Guam, to some of my science colleagues in different parts of the island of Guam. And what I did is I paired each expert in the field, say a physics teacher, with a student whose project was about physics, or a biology major from the University of Guam with a student who had a biology project. I like it. It's finished now. We have concluded our science fair event project, and the one thing that I like about it is, as a teacher, I am not bogged down with advising 100 and plus students, like I said, advising them on their project and following the development of their project, starting from the problem to their hypothesis and so on and so forth. But instead, I had the help of experts in the field, and you really could see the development of their project from the way the advisor and the advisee are talking in the forum part of Moodle. So as a tool, as a science fair tool, I like this online learning environment called Moodle very much, because it's a big help not just to me, but also to the students as well, because they are able to follow the development of their project from when it started to its final conclusion. When I asked the advisors how they felt about helping the students in the development of their project, they said they were very happy because this is also something new for them, and this is also a learning experience for them, advising students using this forum instead of like a teacher to student relationship type of advice.